Hello, this is Bryce on the floor coming at you with another tennis improvement video. I'm here with Jorge, and today we're going to do a one-handed backhand tennis lesson, okay? So we're going to start like this. I'm going to drop a couple of balls to Jorge. I'm going to get him to hit the ball forward, and then we're going to give him some feedback about his technique and give him some ways that he can improve his one-handed backhand. All right, so Jorge, I'm going to drop it forward. Let's hit a couple of balls, okay? All right. Again. Excellent, Jorge. Okay, so there's a couple of things that we want to work on, all right? But before we get into that, I want to talk about the aspects of the swing, all right? Whenever it comes to hitting any ground stroke in tennis, it goes grip, swing, body. The first thing you want to keep in mind is your grip, okay? So in the case of the one-handed backhand grip, you want to get on continental, all right? And another thing is you want to make sure that you're holding the racket at the bottom, okay? So when you're holding it here, you're not going to be able to get the depth and accuracy and leverage that you need to hit a proper one-handed backhand, all right? So what we want to do is we want to put the grip right here, okay, at bevel number 2 at continental, and hold the racket at the bottom. And then that's going to put you in the position where you can hit a full swing, okay? The next thing that we want to talk about when it comes to the one-handed backhand is your backswing, okay? So your backswing's kind of like this, all right? And what that's going to do is it's not going to give your body the power and the leverage to hit the ball with depth, okay? So what we want to do is we want to get that racket back, get that elbow up, get that racket tip facing the sky, okay? And then create space between your body and the racket. So when you swing, you can fully extend forward and in front of the ball like this, okay? So when we hit a ground stroke, the racket essentially moves in a path of a C. So let's get that elbow up, cradle the racket's throat here, and then I want you to follow my finger, okay? Follow my finger as you swing and relax, okay? Here, okay? It's gonna drop. At this point, you want the racket to drop naturally. Then we wanna get the racket out in front here. We wanna meet the racket like a wall to the ball. And at this point, we wanna lift, okay? And as we lift, that back arm is gonna go back here, okay? So let's take it from the top.
Okay.
We're gonna cradle the racket's throat, coil the waist, get the elbow up. The racket's gonna move in a path of a C. We're gonna meet the racket flat like a wall of the ball, and then we're gonna lift up. Beautiful, okay? So the next thing we wanna keep in mind is when we're doing our C swing, we wanna get low and we wanna get under the ball, okay? So for example, let's say the ball is right here. We wanna get underneath the ball and then lift up towards. So basically, I call this sitting in the chair. So when we're gonna hit a one-handed backhand in any ground stroke, forehand, backhand, whatever, you're gonna turn and then get low under the ball and then hit up, just like that. You do that for me as you hit the C? Get low and then get up, okay? One more time, let's do it again. Drop the racket and then get low, okay? So implement all those steps in your one-handed backhand. You're gonna see a lot better power and control on your one-hander. Hit a lot of shadow swings. Look yourself in the mirror as you're practicing that one-handed backhand, and then you're gonna see massive improvement really quickly. This has been Bryce on the floor with another tennis improvement video. I just created a free serve course, so click the link below and enroll in my free serve course. And also, if you would like a free stroke analysis, text me a video of you playing tennis, and I'll give you free tennis tips online. Thank you so much, and have a great day.